Okay. What it do, market people? My bad, I'm a little late this morning. I do apologize. Checking in, making coffee, getting everything situated at the house. We don't trade till 9 anyway. I know for sure this morning we had some news, which I believe created some volatility. I'm sure it did. Um, let's see. So this is all the volatility right here. Let that simmer down. Let me send out some notes real quick. 1 second. I do apologize about the silence, taking care of a couple things real quick, but I'm here. I'm here. All right. Let's see what we got. Let me delete this. Let me see what we got. Let me grab my coffee. I'll be right back. My bad. Oh snap! Let me get back in here. Let me see. Did I send it to everybody I need to send it to? Come on in here. Support your boy. Get on in here. Get on in here. All right. Let's see. Sorry, I'm super tired this morning. I don't know what's going on. Sip this coffee and we really gonna get started. All right. So this morning had some red folder events happen. Advanced GB or GDP. Unemployment claims. There you have it right there. The forecast, the previous. I guess they want to make it seem like things are getting better. So that's what they got for us today. Got to watch out for them red folders, man, because it creates volatility, and you'll get things like that. I mean, it could be worse than this, to be honest. Like it could be way worse than that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! What's that about? What's that about? There we go. Yeah, but it could be way worse than that. Let's see. Man, I had to take care of some things this morning for work. I'm a lot. I'm late. I'm later than I want to be to the charts. I'll tell you that much. But we're gonna do what we do, which is mark out our Asian ranges and the 8:30 open. So let's just knock that out real quick. It looks like it already cut through the range, took the highs out from the Asians, and then went back down. So there's that. I mean, technically, I guess you could start up here, but that's a gap down. So like we we would be looking for that to be filled, and it pretty much did with this right here. I don't think it almost filled it all the way. I mean, it almost filled it all the way up. There's just a drop that we had from the sessions. Bang, drop down. So I guess I'm gonna just label this one the Asian uh, high, to be honest. Then we go seek the low real quick. For this is just the purposes of showing me where the market is at. A lot of times it likes to seek old highs and lows just to kind of take out what's around there, get liquidity, and go on its run to where it really wants to go. At least that's how I know the markets to be. That's how I study them personally. It wasn't always like that, but I've gotten better. So we'll mark this as the low. Do another horizontal line. We're looking for the U.S. midnight open, which would be right here, 2300. Um, of course, I live in Texas, so this is central, but the open midnight Eastern would be 2300 in Texas. I'm not gonna dig too much. I think it's right there. So I know it's always fun when you setting up. I think so. Let's go ahead and change the. Let's go ahead and change this up real quick. The platform that I'm using, by the way, if people are asking, it is Ninja Trader, and what we are trading would be index futures or indice futures, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to butcher that, but I know for sure we trade in index futures, trading the indices. Oh, actually, this one's gonna stay. We'll change that one to cyan. We'll just be a little funky with it today. That's the 8:30 open. I could kind of see some stuff happening that happened at the 8:30 open already. I'll show you here in a second. Do this. Oop. So like you can see it likes these. Oh look where we at. We're gonna see what happens. I mean, it's already showing some bounce, but like right here, bang, came up, came down, and just kind of these ranges, this little open. Even the 8:30 open, I should be drawing that out. I don't, but I should be. Those, for some reason, I believe to be those are the real support and resistant levels for sure, for sure. That's just how I trade personally. But you see, it came up, swung all the way through the high of this range, and then starting to pedal it down to the other range. And technically, like this is a trade setup when you come up and come through, because you're gonna come up through this range, and people are gonna look for it to come back down to the other one and possibly take out that side. So that's a possible trade setup right here. I don't, I don't trade the morning. Well, I don't trade open because it's just too volatile for me. It's very gut wrenching. Very, very gut wrenching. Some things you gotta stay out. You gotta know your lane. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna back out. Our time to trade is coming, so you know. And let's see. Let's go ahead and top it down real quick. So the daily, we got a nice little drop off right here. Um, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know where I don't know where we may be going today. I mean, at this point, if we're gonna keep heading downward, we're heading to this right here. Yesterday, before I took off, though, I made a statement. I think it happened too. So we traded. Where were we yesterday? We traded somewhere in here, if I'm not mistaken. We took this move, just something real quick, and then before I left, I said it would come up to here and go back down, and it did pretty much just that. It came up here, collected all this, and then headed right back down. This would have been a lot to sit through. I'll tell you that much. But you know, we don't sit through very much. We just get in, you know, tight stops upon great entries, and then we just ride a quick wave in one direction. Today, I ain't gonna lie, man. From the looks of it, I'm just confused. I shouldn't be. I mean, I'm thinking it's just gonna come down to here real quick and then possibly go back up. Possibly go back up. But we'll see. I mean, honestly, it could just do this move and then swing and just come back down for the rest of the day, or it could come down for the majority of the day. Afternoon reversal. No one really knows. I will say that it's probably coming down to here though. Let me see what we got. This was out of our time range, but this right here could have been taken, and it would have been a dub. Would have been a profitable trade, easy. We're gonna see if we could grab one real quick though. It's so close. Let me see. It's just I feel like there's just not enough leg room for me to like want to get in. We want 5 points. Excuse me. Let me see what the Nasdaq got to offer. Should probably be marking it on the ES as well, but I usually trade the Nasdaq. I just been trading the ES lately. It's a lot slower, a lot easier to hang on and digest. Yeah, Nasdaq had a setup. Sure did. It sure did. I mean, it's almost there though. So we're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna sit on our hands for a second. We would have loved to get in right here and just take it to this line, but I try to stick to my rules. No trading before 9. That went together. We'd have loved to get in here. You know what I'm saying? Take it to this line, but I stuck to my rules. No trading before 9. Well, it's hitting that, and it's looking like it might just take it out real quick and come back up. We'll see. It's definitely it's definitely reacting. It's it's most definitely reacting. So we'll see what we got. And I think we spoke about the tick chart yesterday. That's how you can see like you know it just makes things a little bit cleaner and clear. For the Nasdaq, I use the 2000 tick chart because it's just a way quicker moving instrument. So I feel like because of the due to the sheer like extra volume, you got to use a bigger tick chart for Nasdaq. But even right here, this is a get in. If you, nope, nope, nope. I lied. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't listen to that. We got a somewhat energetic move out. The market wants to give us. It definitely touched right here, and if it breaks above here, we'll be like break above here with a gap. We'll be all right. Or even we'll take it right here, right? Oh, okay. Look, we finna take this ES trade right here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
And we're gonna take it to 80. That's a long. That's way longer than I really want to be honest, but we'll see what happens. If we get swept out, we just get swept out. I told you this is trading. It just happens. I took it on the tick chart, which isn't like I told you the tick charts just aren't as durable. You know? Ooh, we're gonna get stopped out here.
Stop
We
filled.
got stopped out here, and that's part of it. That is part of it. If we take two losing trades, we're just done for the day, man. That is definitely part of it, and that wasn't a great entry. Like it happens. It definitely happens. But I wasn't scared. I took what I thought I saw. You know, this was a nice move. It's probably still gonna go up. It's just bad entries, man. It happens. We'll try it again. We'll try it again. That, yeah. Technically, this is a little gap right here on 30-second chart, but it's gonna shred right through that. Obviously, this was a bad entry, guys. That's all it was, man. And if a trade goes sideways, it's never the trade's fault. It's the trader's fault. If it go belly up on you, it ain't the trade's fault. It's the trader's fault. And I could have tightened my stop just to save face for, you know, 40, $50, but nah. All right, so it's coming back in here on the tick chart. Oh, yep. Are we gonna do this again?
Order
Last
filled.
time, guys. What's this? 7925. Look, we finna get stopped out again. It happens, bro. Two losing trades we done for the day. It's that simple. Two losing trades we done for the day. 17925. It's a two tick loss, but we'll be all right. One of the rules I like to follow is like if it goes into digging into our losses, I just close out the trade, bro. I just close out the trade. I can't lie. It wants to go up. Just stop playing with us. Stop playing with my emotions. Stop playing with my emotions. Uh oh. Uh oh. You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some, man. I don't like how lethargic it's moving. It's okay. Emotions get the best of you. Honestly, this probably wasn't a good move. I'm gonna close it out.
Order filled.
Technically, it's two losing trades for today. Technically, there's two losing trades here today. So here would be where we had our stop, and it came and swept us out. Mm. And then it moves up energetically. It's like that sometimes. It's the dark side of life. It's the dark side of the industry. Look, we minus 250 today, and we gotta swallow that. We gotta take that. We gotta swallow that. Pause. Pause. You know what I mean? And when I start feeling like I'm going on tilt, which right now I kind of feel like I want to go on tilt, I can't lie. I can't lie. I just put it on the demonstration account, man, and just take practice trades. You know what I'm saying? But we were wrong. We should have just traded in the direction that it was going. It's okay. Because I was expecting it to hit this, come through, and then maybe go back up. Because it does do that, you know? But not everything is 100. And I'm a counter trend trader, so you will get chopped up if you always trying to look to go against the grain. You will get chopped up. But two losers, I mean, not too bad though. We lost, a little bit of what we made yesterday, but it's just part of the game, man. It's just part of the game, man. And like I'm seeing things form and like being a new trader, I've been doing this for a little while, but still wet behind the ears. I just want to chase price. I want to see it move, and as soon as it moves, I want to chase. But that's not what we do here. We're not gonna chase price. You know, we are not gonna chase price. We let things form and let things happen. And of course, I think we experienced this yesterday. From 9 to 9:30, it was just sideways. I kind of forgot I was on the 30-second chart too. Those things just don't hold up as well. Can't lie. Like even if we had come to this chart, we would have seen, we had some resistance happening right here that brought us back down. You just gotta do your homework all the way through. If it busts through this area, it could be heading right here, and then taking out that, and then that. I just got into a trade a little too early before actually getting a better setup. The move, it wasn't the greatest of moves. You know what I mean? Greatest of movement. Um, Sometimes you get in trade and it goes your way, and other times it doesn't. But just learn how to manage your money. Learn how to manage your capital. Looks like it's going up though. I know it's going up. Like we had the correct direction selected. I'm almost like certain of it. But as you just get whipped out sometimes, man. You really do. But I'd rather trade with a stop and get stopped out than to trade not with to not trade with a stop and then get your account blitzed. You know. So keep that in mind. Right now, I feel like it's just kind of doing, an accumulation of lows. So it may come back up and then may try to like come back down through these lows and then go back up. We just don't know. I'm just doing what I'm just going off what I see. The Nasdaq is like, I think they call this deviation, right? Because if you look at the ES, the S&P, ooh, crap, my bad, my bad, my bad. You look at the S&P, like it's just kind of running flat right now. But if you look at the Nasdaq, it's moving. Like it's got a downward move still. I wish I knew how to understand. I wish I knew. I wish I understood deviation better because I know this means something. Um, oops. Yeah, I wish I knew. I wish I knew it better because it does mean something. Like some people see this as the market is getting weaker, you know, or they may use the ES as the leading indicator in the market space because it is, 500 of the strongest companies in America. Um, and since this is going flat and possibly want to like creep upwards, right? Because there's no new lows down here, then that means there may be strength coming in the market to where this is actually going to go up. I need to study more and get better at that because I don't understand it. I want to change this quick to the sim. I really do. I really do. I really do. I might just do it real quick. Eh. Okay, so now if we take a trade, it ain't gonna dig into our capital, but we still don't want to take trades just for the sake of taking them. We want to take them efficiently and be as accurate as if we were trying to take it to make true profit, not just take it just because we feeling a little frisky. It's not how we trade. It's not how we trade. So if you're keeping score, I am 2 for 2, 50%, 250 profit total for the week. Not bad. I'm doing this so I could eventually, start taking off bills and stuff like that, and eventually you get to a space to where you could probably, do what you need to do with the capital and pay all financial worries down and everything. So I'm in it to win it, man. I've been doing this for quite some time. I feel like for me, I say quite some time. It's only been like 2 years, but man, when you start, it's hard to keep going. You will. I quit so many times, but like they say, you never really quit. You give it up for a second. You take a break, mental break. Go. Go get some. Excuse me. Get some more capital. Relax your mind, stuff like that. But yeah. So right here, created relatively equal lows. It came down beneath those, and then it might go up. That's just what it likes to do. Like this is just a form of manipulation that happens in the market, and it's just what happens, man. It's just what happens. Trading price live is very difficult. I will say I'm not a back testing guy. I've forward tested for 2 years. That's how I learned. I forward tested for 2 years, and like in the totality, the cumulative time that I back tested was probably about maybe 2 or 3 weeks worth. I actually back tested the other day. I can't lie. I just wanted to back test, the strategy, and you know, it it definitely pans out. You will have days like this. I know on my back test when I have two losers and I take a third, a lot of the times the third one is a profitable trade, and um, it wipes out all losers too. So that's if you take small enough losses. Like this morning, we took 4 point total loss equals 250. A 250 reduction in capital. So we're down 250 for the day, but had we had taken a couple, maybe like a 1.5, and then a 2.5, and then gotten in a trade, and then got a 5 point profitable trade, we'd be in the green. It's the risk to reward ratio. I usually try to trade 2 to 1. Yesterday, y'all see me do like some damn near 1 to 1s, you know, and it's just what market structure makes available for you. Sometimes you'll get like so I don't trade super high tie frames because the risk is a lot more. The reward is more though. I will say that. Um, I do like to trade higher time frames to get a sense of direction or to look at them like sense of direction. This thing's turning green. What could happen is we got a gap right here. Could trade into it and then come back down. Could trade into it then go above it. Like depending on what your directional bias is. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just neutral. I wanted to see it go up because I love just going against the grain. I don't know why. My biggest wins are when I trade with the flow, but I think like just me, I just love um, feeling, you know, the. I'm trying to formulate exactly what I want to say. Like I love the feeling of predicting, speculating, and then actually, or speculating, predicting, and then it goes how you want it to or how you planned it. Like I love that feeling. Like this right here, this move. I guess you can say you plan that, but everyone's seen that the market did kind of want to go down. I like to be the guy waiting for the structure to shift a little bit and take a little bit of profits coming up, and then just get out. It looks like we just gonna go down now. That's what it's that's what it's looking like. It just created lows, more lows, and it's just I don't know. Again, this could be a form of manipulation. I keep forgetting I'm on a 30-second chart. So like right here, created these lows, came beneath it. We just relaxing right now. We might not even take another trade, even though we in the demo. So it's moving out of there. It looks like it's moving out of there. These bottom ones are my tick charts for now. Um, like the tick chart for me gives an indication of like, um, excuse me, it gives me instantaneous feedback on price. Here's a gap created. Again, it's below all this stuff, so it's something that I wouldn't want to take, which we kind of did earlier. So like, I mean, this was above everything. Nope, it was below here, but it was above this little area that we kind of came down and just stayed in. So I was kind of hoping that it came down and then just quick move up to right here, and then possibly come back down. It's all speculation. Nothing's ever 100%. As we get better, though, these things will play out how we really, really want them to. As we get better, so like that boy ICT teaches, if you're in a bearish trend, all up close candles should be respected. And oh my golly, they are, right? What do you mean? Okay, this is a green up close candle, closed up, and then it got red, and it's respected. There's no other candles that are bleeding past this positioning right here. See? So we know for sure we're in a downtrend because all up close candles are being respected highly, highly respected. Also, that's kind of a gem of entry too. Like when I started to get really decent at discretionary trading, it was because I was going against the grain, right? I just love that. But on a down day, we get these upflow candles, and I get in right here. No lie. And I started to do real well with that. And I went on tilt one day and lost a ton of what I worked hard for. and just understood it's not the strategy. Um, it's my personality traits that I gotta get under control. And when I say on tilt, that means like you constantly putting trades in back to back, trying to get you trying to revenge trade, get what you lost back, all that. You trying to do the worst, trying to do your worst, so to speak. Up close candles are being highly respected right now, so it's probably just gonna move down and come to here. We really don't know. I wish I did, and eventually I'll get good. As long as I keep doing this daily, I'll get good enough to see price a lot better than what I am. But if you just possibly tuned in, we took two losing trades. Um, they were both off the tick chart, which I explained is not as durable as a time chart. Um, but it was right here. We thought we were moving up. We came down and we got in somewhere right here, and it just kind of hit our stop. Then we did it again. We did it again. We got in right here, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember exactly where, but we did get in somewhere over here, and it just hit our stop again. It happens. And if you look at the market, it should have. It's just trading sideways. But look, all up close candles get respected. Remember that. I have to sometimes go back and think about stuff like that. On down days, all up close candles get respected. On up days, all down close candles get respected. And when you see it, it's like, yeah, that's what's happening. And I think what we mentioned was the gem is get in when it's going when it's an up candle on a down day, and get in when it's a down candle on an up day. And like when I do trade options, I kind of look at it like that too. Like if it's a red day followed by another red day, I would probably, if I'm bullish, I'm probably gonna buy, a call for. By the way, disclaimer: this is all entertainment purposes. I'm not here to make anyone a great trader. I just want to show people the process of someone who's trying to be great at this particular craft. Um, so yeah, this is just entertainment purposes only. And I totally lost train of thought of what I was talking about. I totally lost train of thought of what I was talking about. It's okay though. It's okay. It's okay. I know it was. I was. Oh yeah, options. Two red days or like even a deep red day, and I'm looking to buy a call. I buy it on the red day, never on a green day. We gotta move out. What we finna do with it though? If you're retail trading, it hit your 200. You probably taking a trade off that going short. If you doing that on the tick chart, um, but we don't trade retail. We trade retail. That's what we do. We trade retail. We tell you what's finna happen. We ain't doing no indicators. So 15-minute chart got a green candle. It's finna come out and probably take this high off this candle. It's a decent chance. So say it came back in here, right? We might, we might go for a long here. Yes, it's the tick chart, and it's actually a good demonstration to show you how undurable this damn thing can be. But it does create opportunities on trend days when things are just kind of like sliding like that. Like it'll definitely, if you come here, you'll get the setup that you want on a trend day to get in at a good price. Versus like the time chart, it just keeps moving away from you and you won't be able to get in. And then when you do get in, it'll be chasing it. So you know, we gonna give it a couple more minutes and we might just close it down with a negative day. It happens. You could come trade the lunch. session. One more trade. I know two trades I close it for the day. You know, two losing trades that is, and even two winners. You gotta have rules where you limit how much you trade during your winning periods too. But I take all accounts serious. Even if I'm doing a demonstration, I try my hardest to practice great etiquette so it'll transfer over. No gaps in your knowledge, no gaps in your performance. Look at that, just sideways the whole time. That's why we got chopped out, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this is why we got chopped out. If we got in somewhere in here, bang, we'd have caught that boo. We'd have been out. Look at that. Look at this chick chart just ticking away. I can't lie. If it comes back in here, we might have to take that. And usually when I do demonstrations, though, I like trading with like 2 to 3 contracts because it just like gives me a feel for taking profits and stuff like that instead of just full pulling. It'd be dope if it came down here. It'd be dope, indeed. Where we at?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
That'd be like super nice. Oh, the Nasdaq had an entry right there. You know what? Uh oh, touch it.
Order
It tagged us
filled.
in. Let's see what we got. This may be the last trade. This is a demonstration trade, but it's just as crucial. It's just as crucial. So we looking at a what is that? 85.75, 2 point loss if we were to take it. So not too high on the risky side, but we ain't trying to lose, bro. And honestly, yeah, I mean, I could go to this swing. Look, we finna get stopped out. It's just a bad day, bro. And again, I'm taking it on the tick chart, and it's not nearly as durable. So now, are there setups? There are. There are setups on the tick chart, but it's not nearly as durable. There we go. Get a move out of there. God damn. Look at that DAC though. That NASDAQ. They trying to move out of there with that NASDAQ too. So the coolest thing would be like if this formed a gap, then came out and then rolled up, cause like then we know, and we know we cooking with it's cooking with the hot grease in the skillet. Oh my god. Excuse me, guys. I have a break even at 12. I need to fix that, man. I used to do break evens, but it'll come back and slap your break even. You'll just be a break even trader. It's better to just have a select assume risk and just let it rock, man. I got a trader's creed that I believe it came from Mark. I don't want to get it wrong. Mark Douglas, trading in the zone. I used to read that all day, man. But I am a consistent winner. Even if we went back to back to back losses today, that's just what happens, man. And look,
Stop filled.
bang, there it is. We're done. It just happens that way. It just happens that way, man. Looks like I think the Nasdaq's gonna go up from here though. Like a great entry is definitely within the midpoint, you know. But even like I said, we traded off the tick chart all 3 times today, and what happened? We got ate up all 3 times, which is a learning lesson. Trade tick chart in trend days and go with the trend on the tick. But got a text from the homie. And I mean, technically, if we got traders that do watch this and y'all want to feel free to, if y'all are, doing the thing and y'all are really, really good. If you have any tips, advice, comments that you want to leave and let me know, where to get better, where to improve, I'm all down for that. We took a lot. We took today was a losing day, and it's okay. And I'm gonna be real. Like I was on such a hot streak. I was on such a hot streak coming into the day that I just assumed today would be one of those days because all last week I think all days were green last week. The week before that, I think 4 out of 5 days were green. I try not to trade Friday, but you know, yeah, there's a lot of things that are happening in these charts, man. That like I still don't understand. Like the trades that I took were probably bad trades, And the thing about that is you save yourself by not risking too much capital, and then you can go back and analyze exactly what you did right, what you did wrong today. I think what I did wrong is I tried to go off the tick chart. A lot more setups, but a lot more risky. Um, yeah, and we didn't trade with the trend. Like this is trading with the trend. It's probably gonna go down from this gap, to be honest. Easy too. It's gonna just knife down. Probably come down to right here. We were speaking about it coming down to a certain level to like possibly right here. So why would I want to go up? Like you have to take inventory on the mistakes that you make. I at the beginning of the stream mentioned something about going up, and then I should have just stuck with my gut bias, which is possible leakage, possible more leakage to right here, and I'm sure that's probably what's gonna happen. Um, but yeah, yep. I mean, and like I say, you gotta go. Forex Factory, be weary of red folders. Today we had red folders. We're not Europe, but today we had red folders. GDP and unemployment claims. And like I said, I mean, they gave us these numbers right here, and these are previous, and these are or I'm sorry, these are previous, and these are the forecast. So what they're trying to say is without mentioning interest rate hikes. Um, yeah. Well, the unemployment claims are up. Actually, I'm tripping. So that's up. You know, which means more people don't have jobs, and this is up, which means GDP. Trying to you know. So I think what quantifies a recession is consecutive negative GDPs. I can't remember how many, but you know, if you got to make it positive just so you can say we ain't in it, we just ain't in it. They do what they can. Um, let's see. Mm, yeah, I mean, we're not gonna take trades for the sake of taking trades, man. That just builds bad habits. But I can feel myself wanting to take another trade though. I really can. As I look, I'm just like, oh shit, I gotta get that back. And if I do take a trade, we're on demonstration. So look, we're gonna stick around just a little bit longer, and I want you guys to see how wicked this damn Nasdaq is. This NQ is crazy. This NQ is crazy. I know somebody's like, why would you trade going back up, bro? Like this is just a pullback into a minor discount or whatever they want to say. Everyone sees things differently. And again, if you have advice, I don't mind just you leaving it in the comment section for sure. I will gladly read it. I will gladly take heed to it. I am not. I am the type to give credit where credit is due, and I'm also the type to hate when people take credit from me. So like, if you say something, if you are in a better position, not you don't even have to be in a better position, but if your advice is extremely valid and it's coming from a place of help, a place of trying to be an assistance and things like that, man, I'll take it in a heartbeat. But if you ain't doing shit in life, if you ain't doing shit in life and then you try to tell me how to run something, bro, get out of here. Get out of here with that, bro. Like I'm gonna need to see your track record, bro. Like I watch videos and study as much as I can. Anybody who knows me knows that's exactly what I do. And if you ain't doing the same shit and you claim you got some information, you got to show me. I don't want to just hear it from you. You got to show me before I take any advice from you. I know people look at me like that because I'm constantly giving business advice. I don't even have a business. I mean, trading's my business technically, but that's terrible. I'm being hypocritical right now, but I'm constantly giving business advice. I think deep down, like I'm a business consultant. Like I could see what the hell you're doing wrong in your business, and I could tell you what to do to fix it. Not to say that I would put in that work to fix it. Not to say that I would put in work to fix it, but you can put in work to fix your business off of the advice that I give. You know. I think I give great advice. Shit. I think anyone who opens their mouth and gives advice, they have that same sentiment. I give great advice, and you should take it. Oh, I just had this girl, Sarah Z, the love of my life. Nah, she's like someone who means something very dear to me. She just texted me and told me to stay disciplined, and that's what we trying to do. I might have to take a try. I just want to show them how quick this Nasdaq moves, so they can know, what they getting themselves into. You know. But if I had a mentor who was doing it, he'd be like, close the charts, walk away. And here's my flaws because I'm just like, nah, bro, I can't. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. So swept this little wick low. See, I'm a counter trend trader. I'm looking for it to just go the other way. I love pissing people off. I don't know why. I guess that shows you how much you love me. If I piss you off and you're able to still be, kin and friend to me, you got mad love for me. We're human. We gonna make some mistakes. People I don't know, I love pissing y'all off just by being me. And guess what? If you're mad at me being me, that ain't my character flaw. I suggest you be yourself as well. And if you a hater, then that's just who you is. That's just who you is. Now I will say this: we got a gap right here. It could trade into it and go back down because we've been going down all day. So like now is not the time for me to be like we're going back up. Now is the time for me to be like it's a possibility we're still gonna go back down until they show us otherwise, right? I'll probably stick around for another 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I'll get off around 10. I do apologize that it has been a slow day, I guess. Um, but the market is just doing what I want it to do. As far as like, I just love seeing it go the other way for some reason. I love trends when I'm in it, but when I miss the move, I'm like, set me up with something else. That'd be the other direction. And don't if you're trading the other direction, don't wear your welcome out. Don't wear your welcome out. So like if you're trading the other direction on a downtrend, like that means don't try to get in here and take this move all the way up here. Sometimes that does work, but for me, I like to if I'm getting in on the start of a up move, I just want to take a piece of it just to make sure that I get to eat with y'all. You know what I mean? Because if you get greedy and you try to eat too much, yeah, you're gonna get financial diabetes. You're gonna get financial diabetes. You're gonna have to constantly inject your account with cash insulin. Don't get financial diabetes. Stay fit, my friends. Speaking of fit, man, I need to like really get myself. I need to get my mind right. I need to get my mind right. I'm the best version of myself when I'm hitting that gym day in day out. And I can't say that I've been doing it lately, and that may be why I've taken bad traits today. The lack of discipline, trying to be a showman. Nah, bro. Take what you know. For real, for real. So like even right here, this wouldn't have been a setup that I would have taken just because I feel like we got some ways to go before we know that we're moving up. But I mean, maybe there's something here. Like maybe this little piece right here, this line right here is the breaking point. Because as you can see, it's kind of being held up by this candle and this candle. So maybe that's the breaking point, right? That being said, came back into this gap. We could have entered halfway in. It wouldn't have hit our stop. And then let's see, halfway in, we wouldn't have taken profit. We wouldn't have hit the target. Not yet. This game, it could go fast. It could go slow. I've been in trades for 30 minutes only for it to hit my target. You know what I'm saying? I've been in trade for an hour and not even going for a hot for like a long target. The standard 5 point, and that stuff will take forever. We got lucky. We got in trades today, and we lost them. But you know, we knew they were losers pretty quick. It's usually how this game goes. You'll know you're right pretty quick. It'll go in your direction, and it might float back to like flirt with what do you call it? Flirt with your entry, and maybe even flirt a couple ticks behind it just to scare you. But it usually will give you a signal like, "Hey, I want to go this way." You know, like this is a signal like I want to go that way. I want to go up. I want to go up. I want to go up. To be quite frank, if it breaks right here, oh look, we bouncing off the 830. We finna soar above it, or not the 830. I'm sorry. That's the midnight open. That's the midnight open. Oh, let's see if we get set up on this Nasdaq, just so y'all can see how wicked that boy is. At this point, I'm still kind of in between. Like, I wish I can't lie. I wish I had a mentor. I just need to study more, but I wish I had a mentor who could just tell me like it's bullish now, and then give me a solid breakdown. ICT does a great job at that. I just need to digest his content a little bit more. But there's certain price indicators that will give you the true direction. For me, it could just be coming up to sweep this and go back down. We'll see. We'll see. Same thing on the Nasdaq, could be coming to sweep this and then go back down. This is a clean upward move, though. To be honest, remember if we get a red candle, all red candles are respected in the up move. All right, I'm sorry, excuse me. All right, so it's definitely wanting to do something on the upside. So just took out this one. Could be running for that one next. Just you just always want to see where how far it wants to go with it, and then it could be running. So it could be running to this one to go to the upside. Could be running. It's already swept that one. Could be sweeping this one, and we could be seeing it come back to take this out. Yep. Oops. Sheesh. I be wanting to chase. I be wanting to chase. Well, how much I chase the cat? But yeah, see, so like if you just hold yourself strong, right? You could have taken this entry, it wouldn't have hit your stop, and it just roared from there. It just roared from there. Just roar. It roared from there, man. It's all good. This is what we wanted. Like, I wish I was in that move. And that's what you're going to think most of the time. And most people probably chased that move and got ate up somehow. I'm not chasing it. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. But it's going up, 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 up. That's it. There's like no breaks in contact. Just let's go. That's what I'm saying. But even right here's a little gap. Like, you probably could have gotten it right here. It's a tiny one. I mean, price movement is pretty strong, I guess, for you to like say, you know what, I'll take that one. But we didn't and we won't. I will say if it comes back to here, we may possibly want to see if it respects it. But each gap you see, you just want to be weary of like it possibly shredding through to go to the next one. But they're all, to me, they all settle as a resistance point of some sort. And even if it breaks through, um, you could look for it to be inversed, as that boy ICT would say. Let's see. I wish I could. Let me see if I could give an example. I don't think I can. This market has been super back and forth today. In this spot right here has been super back and forth. Shit, there may have been an entry here, man. I'm telling you, like I don't know all models. I don't know all entries. I don't. I'm not a price action professional yet, but this probably could have been something for somebody. They probably seen something like, oh look, it just swept that liquidity right here, and then now it's gonna go up because it just purged. It just poked through, right? A little, just a little poke through this bottom right here. That's all it did. Jeez Louise. I wish we could have got it set up. Looks like we just gonna close the day out with a loser, man. It's all good. It just didn't wanna it didn't want to give us anything. Like I said, I guess you could have gotten it right here maybe. But definitely you could have gotten it right here. Your stop would have been there. And it would have been a little scary. It would have been a little scary because it came like two ticks away. But I mean after that, you would have taken profit here. That's a small run. And, if you had two contracts, you could have taken TP1 here and then maybe TP2 here. Or if you want to get frisky, you take TP1 where we have our normal entry or we have our normal target and then just let the rest run. If you're confident. Y'all want to see a discretionary trade? It's pretty funny. You want to see the look, this is bouncing off the 200. I'm a retail trader, right? It's bouncing off the
Order
200.
submitted. Order failed.
And then we're gonna go below the 59, which is a very like that is a long stop for me. This is what discretionary trading is. Oh, it's going up. No form of system. Just all of a sudden you believe that it's going a certain direction because price is acting a certain way, which you may be right. Look, look at how wicked that's moving though, bro. Oh man, this is a crazy screen. I gotta go back down. But yeah, look how crazy that is. Look at everybody just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you better have a good setup on the Nasdaq. Don't just get in, cause it'll chew you up and spit you out. You know. But we gonna sit it out since we gonna be a discretionary trader for the second. Or that's not what we do. And as you can see, we're on a demo count. I'm not gonna do that on something that I really care about. Even if I do win the trade, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back for it. It was literally for entertainment purposes. And although I am confident that it's going in the direction that I want it to go in, it's still not my setup. It's still not something that I'm confident with a high strike rate. So where was our? I think we're down here. Where we at? Where we at with the stop? 59. So our stop is right here somewhere. But look how look. I mean, it's not even doing what I was hoping it would do, which is go all the way up and come all the way back down on some Nasdaq stuff. I've seen it all. By the way, we're going for 100 ticks on the Nasdaq, 25 points, which is easy gettings if you get in a good entry. Like this is 300. This is 25. Like that's a very micro move, microcosm in the grand scheme of things. All down candles must be respected in an uptrend. So we'll see if this candle gets respected. But yeah, this is 1,000% my last trade, and I'm getting off. And we may have taken losers all day today, but you just gotta dust your shoulders off, man, and come back tomorrow. Which tomorrow's Friday, so I might just do a commentary and I might not trade, to be honest, just because Fridays could be a little crazy. We got to look at the weekly though, because there is a setup by ICT called TGIF, and if you're able to capture it, kind of like what I was discussing yesterday about daily candles, and I could go to that right now while this trade is panning out. We'll hear it say take profit, or we'll hear it say profit, or you know, or we'll hear it say target fill or stop loss. We don't want to hear stop loss. But yesterday, I had mentioned like this candle coming all the way down, and it was full when I said this. But I said if you look at all the rest of the candles, none of them really end up with just a flush bottom. Like they all got some type of little mohawk nipple tail, right? Like this one's pretty tight. Don't get me wrong. But when you start looking at the bigger bodies, they all got some type of wick, some type of candle, you know. So what I looked at was this came all the way down, and I was like, it's got to retrace a little bit just to create that little wick for the day, and that's exactly what it did. That's exactly what it did. I think it may have traded up. No, no, it didn't. I was gonna say it may have traded up through it and then came back down and filled it back in. But we ain't no gurus here. We just trying. We just trying to win these markets, bro. That's all we trying to do. And I mean, it's tough. It's not easy, bro. This is hard work. Clicking buttons is easy, but understanding the markets is tough. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Oh no, we're getting swept out of the discretionary trade we made. How is that possible? We know it's going up, but we know it's going up. What's going on? No, this can't be happening.
Stop filled.
Yes, it is. It's that easy. Close your butt out. That's what it will do. Because you want to be a discretionary trader. Not to say that they don't make money, because there's some cold people out there who know where to get in, how to get in. But look, it created a down candle. We spoke about it. You want to buy down candles. Look at that. Fat down candle. I should have discretionary that one. And I think that would have been a better demonstration because you would have seen me get in and we would have been able to TP if this thing moves all the way back to the top of that candle. So we said down candles would be respected. So, this guy should be respected. But yeah, that goes to show you, bro. Don't just buy things because you have uh, you know, a hunch or a personal discernment. It works out every now and then. And I know y'all are probably like, well, shit. I mean, you lost two trades that were, um, you know, system based. Yeah, you're gonna lose trades. As a matter of fact, I think like career wise, you'll probably be around 50 to 60% if you get really good, and that's more than enough to be profitable. Just discussed if you lose two small trades and you win just one regular one, you'll be up in money. You'll be up in tick total, not by much, but you just erase two losses with one profitable trade. So I like to trade 2 to 1 minimum. Yesterday, y'all seen me do some almost 1 to 1s, but they worked out. A lot of it's based on price structure. I like to trade two contracts and let them run. I haven't done that yet. I do like to trade the Nasdaq. I gave you a demonstration of how the Nasdaq can make you queasy. It just moves so quick. Like you can't react as quickly as you could to the ES. With the ES, it's a little slower, a little lethargic with the up and down movements. Like look at that, it's barely moving. So like you would be able to say, nah, this ain't working. But the Nasdaq, it'll sweep through your stuff before you're able to close it out. So yeah, I'm gonna get off at 10. My trader brain wants to take another one, but I'm not. I've seen this stuff pan out though. Like yesterday, I was talking about patterns I've seen. Like if you go to October, I'm not gonna, I can't remember the date exactly. It's like October 7th or something like that. You'll see that during the day it made a run just like this is. It's all fractal. It made a run just like this, and then it had a little drop just like that, and it kind of traded a little bit, dropped down a little bit more, and then finished the day going upward. Like that's just how this thing goes. A lot of it plays out on the smaller charts as it does on the bigger charts. Just time based. Like the bigger chart's gonna take days, hours, weeks, months. The time chart is very condensed in the moves that it wants to make. So you're not gonna have long lasting moves like that. And the shorter the frame, technically the shorter the move, if I'm not mistaken. So if you go to a 5 second chart, you might have a setup, but you know, it may be for a 2 to 3, 4 minute run because it's on a 5 minute chart, if that makes sense. Or not a 5 minute chart, I'm sorry. 5 second chart. But if you catch it on like a 15 minute chart, you can hold it a lot longer because it's gonna play out a lot further. Prime example is a gap in the daily. We come into that gap in the daily, and then say you just bought shares or shorts, um, puts or something like that right here. Tomorrow isn't gonna be. I mean, yeah, you probably honestly, if you got in right here and you bought a contract and it's a decent timeout on in options, shit, this move right here probably would have got you 50%. No lie, 50 to 60%. No lie. But if you get it, you're confident, you're in the gap, you know that it's gonna take days for it to move all the way through. Yeah, it took days for it to get back down here. It took days. In fact, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. It took 10 trading days. But that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You go to the 240 chart, which would be the 4 hour chart, which I didn't even, I haven't even, I usually use the 240. I think honestly, just doing a live stream, I'm focused, but I'm not as focused as if I'm not doing it. And I need to be more diligent. I need to write down what I need to show you guys, or what I need to speak about if I have anything to speak about. Um, but yeah, so like here, it's looking like we got a swing on a 4 hour. We could possibly have a swing on the 4 hour, and it could possibly be trying to come back up into here because that is an inefficiency. And if it sliced through there, I honestly, it might come back up here, or here. But I think in a macro perspective, we're just bearish, dude. Anyway, man, I was hoping to win a trade so I could say there goes another one. But here comes another, or here is another one anyway. Yeah. Again, I love this stuff. Good luck to everybody trying to do this. Definitely not easy. Um, but y'all have a good one, man. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all another day.